Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and this is The Fields Full House. So today I am starting a video series of all those commonly asked questions that we get as a large family. I thought this would be fun to do because honestly I am always curious about other families and how they manage things and make it all work. So these videos will be posting on Fridays. So if you have any questions, please leave them on the comments of this video. I also did a poll over on Instagram asking for some questions, and I got some great ones over there, and those will be coming soon, I promise. So be on the lookout for those. So the first question to address is, why do we have such a large family? We get asked this question all the time. Are you Catholic? Are you Mormon? Are you crazy? What the heck are you doing? So we are not Catholic. We are not Mormon. We are non-denominational Christians. We are Bible-fearing Christians. We believe what the Word says, that children are a heritage of the Lord and that they are a blessing from Him. And it's just a desire that we always had after I met my husband. So when we met, I was 16 years old. I was very young, and I was not following the Lord at that time. My husband was a Christian, and he had invited me to this amazing Bible study group and to church, and I started going, and I rededicated my life to the Lord. And early in our relationship, we just kind of knew that was it. Like, we just knew that we were going to get married, and we just wanted to have a large family. We just both had a love for children, and we just knew that's what we wanted. We were very excited about it, and that's how we talked is, well, when we have our family and we're going to have a large family, like, we planned things really early on. Like, when we bought our first house in 2005, and the day that we moved in, our washer and dryer weren't working. And so we went to go purchase a brand new washer and dryer, and we were like, we might as well buy a new one. And I told the guy, because, washers and dryers are supposed to last for a very long time. And we were like, let's just go ahead and get a new set because this will last us for a very long time. And I told the guy I want full capacity in both of them because we're going to have a bunch of kids. Like, it was just how we did things. We had no children at that point, but I'm buying a full capacity washer and dryer, preparing for it. It's just something that was always in us. And even kind of preparing for this video, I was asking my husband, I was like, so why do we have a large family? Like, why did we do this? And he was like, he gave a couple quick one-liners of jokes and stuff because that's just what he does. But he was like, we just like kids. Like, and I was even asking him, I was like, well, like on a more deeper note. And he was like, we have them because we like them and we love them. And I was like, well, that's a pretty good reason. We do have, I don't want to say religious reasons as well, because religious to me is something that you do out of duty. Religion is something that you do out of duty. And that isn't why we have a large family, is out of duty. I need to stop saying that word, sorry. It's just something that we just believe is a blessing from the Lord. And we were super excited for our journey. We tried for almost a year to have our first daughter, Taylor. And that was kind of a weird thing to go through, and then to be able to have so many kids. After we had Taylor, my husband said to me, well, what if it takes us another year to get pregnant? And we want our kids to be close in age, so let's just go ahead and just see what happens. Well, that's what happened, y'all. There was no waiting. Taylor was 3.5 months old, and I was pregnant with Addison. And shortly thereafter, after we had Addison, exactly another 3.5 months, Addison was 3.5 months old, and I was pregnant with Payton. And that's all she wrote, y'all. So, after each baby, honestly, we don't take it lightly. Sorry. My tooth is bugging me. So we do not take it lightly. After each baby, so in my mind, we had 3 babies super fast. And I could not, again, I thought of everything as preparing for a large family. And I was starting to get overwhelmed. I was like, well, we had kids so fast, we could potentially have 20 kids. So I felt like everything had to be prepared then to have 20 kids. And I really had to take a step back outside of, like, my life and the way that we were doing things and look in. And I know that this was God. And I was like, I just have to prepare for today and do for today. And if that comes, God will provide and we will prepare them. So I couldn't just think of it as not preventing, and we will just have as many kids as the Lord blesses us with, because it stressed me out in that aspect of having to prepare for 20 kids. This is literally, the conversations that I was having within myself. So I really just had to look at it as one baby at a time. So when people ask me, are you going to have any more? I always say we take it one at a time, because that's what helps me prepare my heart, and also the physical aspect of preparing for it is we just take it one baby at a time. So after each baby, we pray together and we talk about it, and are we going to have another baby? Are we not going to have another baby? What are we going to do? Okay, so we just really honestly just take it one baby at a time. It's just a little less overwhelming for me to think about it in that aspect. So funny enough, we had 3 kids so fast. We had 3 kids within 26 months. And everybody was kind of like, like, what's the next one coming along? And was kind of like, are you serious about this large family thing? Like, we really thought, after 2 or 3 kids, y'all would change your tune. And we really didn't. We still felt the same way. So we had 3 girls at first, and then we had our first son. So after our first son was born, everybody's like, great, it's perfect. You have 3 girls and a boy. Like, what more could you want? And we're like, well, we're not done. And they're like, well, what? Like, huh? So then after Jackson, our first son, we had Miley, another girl. And everybody's like, oh man, we just knew that you were trying to have a brother for Jackson. Now, if we would have had a brother for Jackson, yes, that would have been perfectly lovely. But we were happy and thrilled with our baby girl. So then when we kept on going, and then we had Logan, it was like, great, you got that brother. You can stop now. And we're like, well, we really did pray about it after Logan. And we didn't feel done. We knew that God had more children for us. And that's when people were kind of like, we really arrived on the crazy train. But what's funny to me, and what I'm getting at in telling you this, is that, so we had number 7, and then number 8, and now number 9. People are like, so when's number 10 come along? Like, now people kind of, I guess, get it for us, and that we're serious, and that we're doing this. I don't know. I just always think it's funny. Like, once we had our 5th and 6th, they're kind of like, you're crazy. Like, you should stop. What are you doing? Kind of thing. And then we had number 7, number 8, number 9. Now it's like, well, you might as well just keep on going. And I'm like, it's just funny to me. So anyways, so that is our answer as to why we have a large family, is that we just honestly have a love for children. And we feel very blessed and fortunate that God would grant us this desire of our heart. Because it is never far from my mind people that struggle with infertility or losses. I never want to be very insensitive to that, because it really is truly dear to my heart. And it is a prayer that I constantly pray for women who have not been able to have the desires of their heart. So, anyways, with that said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love to talk to you in the comments. If you have not already subscribed, we would love to have you also subscribe to our channel and join us along our journey. And again, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, please leave them on this video and I will get to it. I hope that you all have a blessed day.